Hey, what's cracking? The new update has just been released, and to be honest, overall it is not too game changing, but it offers some neat new features and quality of life changes. In this video I will list the most important changes and features that have been introduced. This can be a very useful feature, not only for people that are searching for guilds, but also for the guilds themselves. The guild simply puts out an offer with a level requirement, and then a random player can immediately join it. But watch out if you are manually trying to invite players, as it will remove this listing. This might be just a bug and hopefully will be fixed somewhere. There's a huge downside to this feature though. You can only access this while being in no guild, which means that you cannot look up possible guilds to join while being in a guild. I know this doesn't sound like a big deal, but imagine you are in a guild that has become pretty inactive the last couple of weeks, so you decide to join another more active clan. If you want to decide by using this feature, you really have to speculate to find a good offer. In that case, it always is smarter to just directly message a guild, which makes the feature not that useful, particularly in that case. By accessing the witch, you can now brew potions from fruits. Apparently it always gives you a 25% potion, but you need 10 fruits for it. On the screen you can now see which element gives you which kind of potion. By the way, don't make the same mistake as me. I tried it out the first time, but the animation of it took so long that I thought you had to put in a second stack. At the blacksmith you can now swap runes of 2 items. Overall a pretty nice feature as it helps you fight the arbitrariness of the RNG, but unfortunately it costs 20 mushrooms. You can access this feature by clicking 2 times at the mail tab or by clicking on it in the city overview. I personally don't see this as being very useful because there are some unnecessary tasks listed in there. For example, it shows that you still have to feed your pets, even though you are purposefully saving the food up. Or the fact that there is an advertisement for arena manager boosters. Additionally, its overview is pretty shit as you need to scroll to see every task. Instead of this to-do list, they could have made some easily accessible checklists so the player himself could decide what he has left to do on a certain character, and also could tick off tasks he doesn't want to complete. Yes, 10 new monsters in the 13th floor. Unlike the other dungeons they have been adding the past few updates, completing those stages grant you a lot of XP. Yeah! Let's just start with the Hydra straight away. Just some time ago I criticized it for being too difficult, because many players didn't fight it 5 times a day due to the long cooldown of 30 minutes. And overall fighting it never felt rewarding, as it had so much HP. But now that has changed. You only need to attack the Hydra once a day. And to balance it out, its health points are reduced to a fifth. Good change. It can now be run with beer. Additionally, it can be supplied with mushrooms. So I tried that out with 2 mushrooms, and as it seems, it gives you 20 points for every mushroom. By tomorrow I will write a comment to explain it further, as I'm not certain how many mushrooms it can process every day. But overall, that change benefits pay to win strategies, as you can level fast without even completing quests. It is easier to acquire some pets now, because event pets are now also available during an all-in-one event. Additionally, the habitat timer is no longer linked to the dungeon timer, which is very advantageous as well. But the cooldown for trying a pet habitat still is 1 hour. After this update, only up to 5 heroes can be lured into the Underworld. So improving the gate above level 5 just gives you additional souls when defeating players there, instead of increasing the maximum player cap. Don't be afraid, this does not change the sum of souls you earn by luring players into your Underworld, but it made getting to higher player levels more difficult. At least it is a quality of life change, as you don't have to spam this feature that much anymore. If I saw it correctly, they are now always randomized. Before they were exactly the same for all characters. Additionally, if you miss a day, it resets to the first day of a new random calendar. If you complete a calendar, this will have the same effect. So the dice game got slightly changed, as it can now be skipped with hourglasses. Man, I've wasted mushrooms on that in the last video. That makes me so sad and mad. They level up with you for free now. No more wasting gold. No more wasting gold. And that was pretty much it. As I have already mentioned, there are some more changes and fixes, but those were the most important ones. So goodbye and see you next time, and tell me if you want to see a video about a certain topic. By the way, I might just start playing hardcore Skyrim on this channel. And so again, goodbye. Goodbye.